The first one is to wash your hands with soap and water. If you're going to wash your hands with soap and water, you can use regular soap and tap water. You want to spend at least 20 seconds washing your hands and covering all the surfaces as possible. When you dry your hands, use a dry towel or a paper towel, making sure that all the surfaces are dry before you touch any object. It is important that once you have closed the water faucet or anything, you don't touch those surfaces again, as they may be contaminated. The step 2 is alcohol hand hygiene products. There are many brands available on the market. They should have at least 60% of alcohol in their content, and you want to use on all of your hand surface, on the palm of your hands and on the dorsum of your hands, and let it dry before you touch any other surface. These products should be used only when soap and water is not available. You want to disinfect any surfaces on a regular basis that are frequently touched by you and by other people. Those surfaces can be cleaned and disinfected with regular commercial products that provide this action. It is useful to do it frequently, maybe once, twice, or even more often in a given day, to make sure that those areas will not become a source of infection. If you are sick, you want to stay home, and if you have any family member or even a coworker who's been sick, having symptoms, you want to avoid contact with those individuals. Staying at home helps to prevent the spread of an infection of any kind, including coronavirus, and therefore is a very useful intervention at your own personal level. If you know or there is anyone in your nearby environment that is having any symptoms, you want to avoid being exposed. You want to keep a distance from them, because that will be the best way to prevent becoming infected yourself. The last intervention that you should take is to avoid touching your face, including your eyes, your nose, your mouth, with your hands especially, because your hands can carry infections that will be acquired through touching those surfaces. Especially if your hands have touched other surfaces, it will be very helpful for you to not touch your face. If you have a cough, if you sneeze, you can use your elbow or your arm to cough on it, but do not use your hands to cough on it, because that will make your risk of infection passing it to other people much higher. In summary, it is very critical that you know how this infection can be prevented and how you can protect yourself from becoming infected. But also, it is helpful that you regularly check the CDC website for any last-minute information that will help you to know how best protect yourself from this condition.